So many of us remember a nostalgic video game or computer game that got us into our future career in some cases, especially in the world of computer programming. Games where you might make add ons or build a game similar to it. Well, I've got one of those, and it comes from the world of bulletin board systems in the 1990s, and it's called Legend of the Red Dragon, or LORD, the acronym it's known for short. Wanted to show you guys how to play it, how to access my bulletin board system, the Backwood Realm BBS, to give it a try and play some games with us. I'm Timmy, and this is Three Old Tech Dudes. So, LORD came about years ago, and you can hear more about my experiences with BBSing years ago in this video in the description below that we made about 4 years ago on the BBS scene back in the 90s. But I've always had a fond spot for this game, and in 2008, I began running my own version, and this is a pretty good example of one of the few early games that had like an online element where you could play against others, both in real time and just at a daily rounds, basically. That I can think of, that I know of. There were first-person shooters like Doom and such at the time that had already done this. But as far as the internet or a dial-up source without the internet to play multiplayer games with each other, Legend of the Red Dragon was one of the top ones. So let's take a look at how to play the game and get logged on. So as far as the bulletin board system scene goes, to get the best result, you're going to want to download SyncTerm. SyncTerm is a terminal developed by the authors of the Synchronet BBS software, which is what my bulletin board system runs. And it's absolutely the best modern equivalent to the old terminals. It's fully ANSI compliant, which is really important for a lot of the door games and things like that, as far as how they display. Plus, it has all the features seen here. You can get this at syncterm.bbsdev.net. So we'll hit that. It heads over to SourceForge. Get this installed. Let's take the defaults. We'll use the official Synchronet BBS list, which may actually include my board on it. So that would be cool. Okay, now that you're set up to use SyncTerm, the first thing you want to do to play a game of Legend of the Red Dragon is find a bulletin board system that hosts it. Most do, honestly. And this is my board, the Backwood Realm BBS. It's been online since 2008, nearly continuously, except for a couple of issues with hardware problems. And I ran it in the 1990s with a friend from high school. We ran it on dial-up in his mom's basement, so that was kind of cool. We're going to make a new user. Full name will be 3OTD. My full real name is Tim Ray. Oh, it's because I'm already a board person. So, just make a fake account on my own board. 3OTD. 3OTD. There we go. It likes that. I'm in Bedford, Indiana. You don't have to put your real info here. I actually scaled this board down a lot so that it didn't ask me personal questions, which is a very 1990s thing. That's not cool today for security reasons. So, some at email.com, because it's not really one. I'm going to forward. Information's good. An outdated new user screen because we're not running Windows 2000 anymore. I should update that. Learning things I don't see every day. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah. Oh, really? So that's going to be it, but we're just going to disable this before the video's on YouTube. So good luck trying my login, guys. Kind of shows its vintage age. So me, myself, and I. People put a lot of rude things in there. I don't want an avatar. Cute quit. Okay. Now this is what you see once you've logged in the first time you come here. See all the logins and stuff. I'm not going to go through all this now. We have a lot of info on this in a former video that we did back in late 2019, early part of 2020, just all on the BBS scene. I go all through the board quite a bit. Here's the game activity. You can see we've got some players. So we have Fear Car and Haas who have been logging in for years, off and on. Fear Car every day. He comes in and plays Lord, so there's always somebody to play against, which is fun. I need to get better about getting in there. In fact, they've called today, so both of them. That's awesome at various points. Overnight for Fear Car and Haas this morning, just recently actually. So, I have new mail. Oh no, it's from the welcome email. See, I'm not used to logging in with a account that's not my main one. Okay, carry on. Let's jump on into the doors menu now. Games on BBSs were called doors. For those who are new to this game, for you veterans, I know you've heard all this before. So we simply hit D. We go to number 2 for door games, and we play main Lord game, Legend of the Red Dragon. Let's get started. Loading the realm. The ANSI graphics are great. They're simple, but they do the thing. I love that Seth Able Robinson had commented on our other BBS video. Hope he sees this one. I love this game, Seth. It's good stuff. Glad you made it. Started your career there, I'm sure, as a developer, and influenced mine, honestly. Thanks. Okay, so here's the main menu. We're going to enter the realm of the dragon. Never done it. As you can see here, it asks if you want to, so we'll hit yes. What do we want to do? 3 old tech dudes. No. 1 dude. How's that? You can make colors here. I don't remember exactly how to do it. It's apostrophe number. Let's try. Yep, there we go. There's a menu that shows you how to do that in the game. Pretty cool thing Seth coded in there. I'm male. As a child. Remember your child, you remember killing a lot of woodland creatures. That's the Death Knights. Let's do that. There's 3 different classes of warrior you can be. One is mystical something. The other one is thief, which you can see how that goes. All right, we're in high spirits. We wake up early, strap our stick to our back, and head out to the town square, seeking adventure, fame, and honor. Ooh, our stats, they're not good. They're new user stats. 1 experience level 1, 20 hit points. 60 forest fights. I do have my game set for a lot of forest fights. The board I used as a kid started out with 30, but it was actually a subscription board in 1996, so it was out to make money, and so they eventually cut it to 10 fights a day unless you subscribe to the board. I don't know, by 1998 it was gone, but I joined BBSing at the end of the BBS era. All right, here's what's happened today so far. Violet left Fear Car. We'll find out more about Violet. He always marries her right back. Violet is the barmaid in the inn on the town square, and you can flirt with her, which is kind of comical, and then get various trinkets and gold and gems to upgrade some of your abilities. Which takes away that ability when married, so it was always funny. Fear Car always is married to Violet. If she leaves him, he goes right back because his charm is so high because he's been playing this game on the board for a decade, and I have too, so he just gets there first every time. Okay, let's continue. Forest. All right, so here's a short overview of how you get started in Lord. Forest is where you go to fight. King Arthur's weapons is where you upgrade weapons. The healer's hut is where you recover hit points, kind of like a lot of RPG games in general. There's an inn. We'll go look there first. It's kind of some various things you can see there. You can converse with the patrons. Let's see what's going on there. I think there's some users missing that used to be here. Nobody ever uses this but Fear Car, but these are years old. Woot! There we go. There we are. Okay, it just leaves spaces. That's weird. It's not like the other screens. Okay, I digress. So we go back to the inn. Let's hear Seth Able the Bard. Seth Able, you can hear him sing and great good things happen to you. Ah, let me tell you the legend of the Red Dragon. They said he was old, that his claws were sagging. It's not so. Don't be fooled. He's alive and well, still killing where he ruled. I I got a new force fight, though, because I felt a strange wonder, an awakening. All right, back to the inn. We're still in the inn. It just leaves you at a menu here that, the defaults at after you do something. So if you're an expert, you don't really need the menu, but you just hit question mark to get it. So there's really nothing else to do here. We've not even fought yet. Let's look in the bank. We have 500 gold. Let's return to town. I like to build up armor ahead of weapons. So I'll go here. I have a code. Can I buy anything? I already have a code. Heavy coat's 1,000. We'll come back to this. So let's just let's hit the forest. Okay, I've hit the forest. We've already got a special event has happened. You're heading into the forest and you hear the voice of angels singing. You follow the sound for some time when you're about to give up. You find one gem. All right. Well, here's the main forest menu. Basically, this is where you build strength and power for your character. You come in every day and play the fights. So you look for something to kill. An ugly old hag. My skill allows me to get the first strike. Man, I have no skill, so she must be pretty bad. Let's hit A. Okay, got 109 gold and 4 experience. Let's hit for another one. Oh, we hit look, and if fortune smiles, you find 100 gold. Man, the special events are everywhere. Oh. Our journey is interrupted by the sound of many tiny voices squealing in delight. It seems you've come across a group of fairies bathing. So you can ask for a blessing and get something, or you can try to catch one to show your friends. If you catch one and are killed, the fairy brings you back to life. Let's just ask for a blessing for now. If you don't catch it, your hit points go to 1. Okay. A kiss from Tisha. I'm refreshed. So it refilled my hit points, even though I already had max hit points. That's okay. If you hit B here, you automatically deposit your gold. So I'll do that. And at first, if you don't know what that is, you're like, what happened to my gold? It actually went. If we quit and go to Yield Bank, you see it's now in the bank. So back to the forest. Okay. Ooh, Death Knight. This is the Death Knight event where you come across the Black Knights and you have to make a choice. Okay, you ignore the shrieks of pain, the suffering of this dungeon's occupants. You are shown a man kneeling over a stained chopping block. This man is accused of a crime. Is he innocent or guilty? Let's release him. Oh, no. We were wrong. Okay. So we get nothing. We get no increase in our Death Knight skills that time. So let's hit attack. We've killed small troll. We're going to heal. See, I play this game out of habit, so I hit H for Healer's Hut and then healed my hit points, but I'm good now. So it's hard to remember to slow down because I'm teaching you how to play. You've never played before, right? So, and this goes on like this so far. This is a good event. So we'll just go through it. You stumble, sure enough, another dead bird with a scroll. This happens a lot. The scroll reads, Dear Braveheart, I am wed to one against my will. My father tells me I am selfish because this political marriage will bring peace. Get me out of here, a prisoner of war. You quickly swipe a tear from your eye as you put down the note. Save her or ignore the girl. Well, let's save her. You're quite a hero. Unfortunately, the girl seems to have forgotten the return address. You'll have to guess. Castle Coldrake, Fortress Lytix, Gannon Keep, Pinion Manor, or Dima's Lair. Let's check Castle Coldrake. You set your jaw resolutely and journey to Castle Coldrake. You reach the castle and fight your way to the tower. You blindly slash at any and all who stand in your path, screaming to find the prisoner you seek and the jailer of your heart. You make it to the top and throw open the door. The door swings wide open. The room is empty, save a giant chest in the middle. Hello? Anybody home? You call softly. I didn't call softly. You jump in, surprised when you hear a voice answer from the chest. Help me, I'm in here. I wrote the note, the voice pleads. How did you write the note from in there? You wonder out loud. Never mind that. Just help me. Fine. You open the chest. Surprisingly, there's not a fair maiden inside. Instead, you find my God, a hole! A half-human, half-troll woman! No, you scream. You're violated by this hairy beast. Apparently, she needs love like anyone else. You weakly crawl away from her sometime later. It's titled The Ugly Part. I forgot that. So we picked the wrong castle, guys. This is one of a few stories that can happen in that situation. Oh, 5 hit points. Let's go to the healer's hut. The old healer has. Let's heal all possible. 15 hit points are healed and you feel much better. Let's hit B to bank our gold. Let's hit L to look. We've encountered Dracula. Your skill allows you to get the first strike. Ooh, he got me pretty good. Attack. Oh, boy. That was close. We could have been killed. I made this a short video. Let's go back. Return to main menu with R. Look in the bank. Withdraw 1. I want to go to Abdul's armor. I want to buy armor. Can I buy a heavy coat? Good. So there's defense points and there's attack points. I think they're what they're called. We'll go look in the weapons tournament to be sure. That didn't exist in the original Seth Able versions. That came when it was sold to a different company in 1998-ish. And then another guy named Michael that's in the main menu there programmed in some extra features, and this was one of them. So in order to buy armor, you have to sell the armor you have. So let's try to do it before we sell, and I'll show you what I mean. I will sell you a nice heavy coat for 1,000. Agreed, friend? We hit yes. You already have armor and you can't wear 2. You realize she is right. Oh, well. Let's fix that. Let's hit S to sell. Sell our coat for 100. Now let's buy. Because no armor is bad. Let's buy that. Now we have a heavy coat. How much money do we have? 137. We have almost nothing. So let's deposit. Press 1 for all of it. Quit to the main menu. Let's look at our stats. To do that, we hit V. So we have 20 experience. We're still level 1. Let's go on main menu to Turgeon's Warrior Training. We enter the mighty training center. Hundreds of warriors, young as well as old, are sparring. Every few seconds you hear someone shriek in pain. Obviously some novice who let his guard down. So we can question the master, attack him, visit the Hall of Honor, or return to town. Let's question the master. Hi there. Although I may not look muscular, I ain't all that weak. You cannot advance to another master until you can best me in battle. I don't really have any advice except to wear a growing cup at all times. I learned the hard way. Each master has a different quote, so that's fun. Halder looks at you carefully. You need about 72 more experience before you will be as good as I am. So we've got to fight in the forest a bit more. You can only attack the master once a day per level. If you lose, you have to wait till the next day. Let's visit the Hall of Honor. I've not done that in years. What's that tell us? Oh, my. Heroic deeds done. 54. I think that's how many times the game's been beaten. Like end to end. So Fearcar is winning, and I am not surprised because he manages to get on just about every day. I don't. I'm going to do better. Yeah, maybe. So let's return to town. Let's go to the forest. Got 55 fights. We got plenty of fights. So we'll just run through some of these. It's look, attack. Cool, Steve. There's an IGM that I have. We'll talk about IGMs in a bit. They're where you can modify the enemy names. So some of these are not Lord Default, but I think they're funny. Walking cowboy hat. Oh, we lost some hit points. I try to keep my hit points full, especially in these early levels. Oh, he hit me with a power move. Let's explore the Death Knight attack. We have one because we're a brand new Death Knight, but as you get more Death Knight attack points, you can hit D, and it does a super powerful move, as you see. In a scream of rage, you brandish your stick wildly. The surprised walking cowboy hat misses a parry, and you are able to send your enemy's nose into there with a smooth blow. You hit walking cowboy hat for 24 damage. Nothing. Hats can't talk. Usually there's a death line, they'll say. Somebody's modded this one. That's funny. At least I think. I don't think it's one of the little original Lord enemies. Anyway, we found a gem. We've killed walking cowboy hat. That was excessive. We did not need to Death Knight attack a walking cowboy hat, but that's good when you get in a really hard situation. So let's bank that. Look. So let's talk about gems. We have 4 gems right now. Those can be used in a few spots. There's a special event where an ugly old hag offers to give you more charm, which is used for the flirting in the inn, um, occasionally. And you can not give it to her, and I think she takes your hit points or something, but like not all the way to 0. So let's go to the inn. I want to show you this. You talk to the bartender. However, we're in level 1, so the bartender won't talk to us, as you see. So I'll show you how we go about that. Man, we still got to fight more. Okay. Look, attack, attack. Got to be more careful. I'm used to playing fast with lots of experience. Look, attack. Look, attack. Look, found a gem. Look, attack. It's heal. Look, attack. Attack, heal. Look. Oh, another Death Knight chance. I hit release last time. If you can figure out the pattern, it goes back and forth on this, I figured out. So it was not release last time. It could be Decapitate this time, but I bet it's release. Ah, dang it. I guess I was wrong. I think once you start getting them right, it alternates typically. It's just something I figured out with gameplay. Oh, you want to know cheat code? This requires being in high spirits, which I don't remember where it shows me that. It did at the start, so I should still be. So if you go in the forest and you have to be in high spirits for this to work. Oh, speaking of the gem bit, let's hit yes. I feel better. Oh, that's what it gives you. Not more charm. It gives you an extra hit point for max. So now we have 21. Sweet. Well, let's enter the cheat code. It's Jenny. Jennie. There's a list on the internet where what each of these are. The only one I remember is Babe. So funny. Shows its age. Look. Attack, attack. Gypsy Canary. Bank the gold. Let's go talk to. Ooh, there we go. First, before we attack him, let's withdraw this. Because we got better armor. Let's see if we can get a better weapon at this level. Dagger, maybe? I have 5 strength hit points. Sweet. Buy a weapon. 0 exit. Sell. Okay, let's buy a dagger. Yep. The fat man takes your money and gives you the weapon. That's funny. I love this quirky old game. Okay, so let's view our stats. We have a dagger and a heavy coat. Got a little bit of experience. Let's hit T for Turgeon's Warrior Training and attack our master. Master fight. You have encountered Halder. My skill allows me to get the first strike. Okay. Attack. Oh. Okay. We did it. All right. We're now level 2. My class skill is raised by 1. That's my Death Knight skill, I think. Need 3 more lessons. Also raise your Death Knight uses per day. Sweet. Let's question our new master. Barak. Barak is an important character in Lord World, as you'll see eventually. Now, level 2 and a respected warrior. Try talking to the bartender. He will see me now. That's good. He is a worthy asset. Remember, your ultimate goal is to reach ultimate warrior status, which is level 12. We need 300 more experience. Okay. Let's return. How many gems do we have? We have 4 gems. Great. So, I like to go to the inn at this point, talk to the bartender. There's a few different things you can ask him. I'll let you explore those. I will talk about the bribe, especially if you're a thief and hit the bribe. You can pay the bartender a certain amount of money to attack warriors sleeping in the inn. And what that is if you come into this inn screen here, you can get a room, and that keeps you safe from protection when you're offline because there's a way to slaughter other players. We'll get to shortly. So, but I don't want a room right now. So, all right, let's go to the forest. Look, attack, attack. Look, attack, attack. So this goes on and on. This is how you play each day. You play out these fights. What else can I show you guys? It's a great way to get started. Let's list warriors. You can see your rank as you go. I'm tall, man. That's my normal player. And then Fear Car is always up there, and we're always duking it out at level 12 until one of us eventually kills the dragon, which is the ultimate goal, and that resets your character and you start over. So I've done that many times. Fear Car's done it. Haas has done it. A lot of these other players don't play much, but I'm one dude here, so we're already in position 3. The letters indicate your special skill here. So I'm currently Death Knight. You can master these skills by maxing out each one. That allows you to change professions. I don't remember why ours are white, other than we've been playing the game for a long time. That does mean something. Probably that we've maxed out each one, but you can see Haas has mastered them as well. A lot to that. It's a neat feature. So let's look at slaughter other players. That's on the main menu. So you scan the war field for potential victims. What's advantageous to this is it erases a couple of items that help you move ahead more quickly in the game as far as your attack strength and shield strength. Let's list the warriors in the field. We have a level 5. If we got him, we would get a percentage of his experience and probably jump over him. But he's level 5. He's going to have a lot more hit points than me. And I only have a dagger and a coat for a weapon right now. So let's slaughter B.R. Himes or whatever. Yeah, I mean him. He has a stick. Well, I have a dagger, so we'll probably be all right. He surprised me, though. So he got the first hit. That's what that means. Let's attack. Oh, good. See, my shield is really working for me here. It's greater than his, so he probably just has the coat. Or what do I have? I don't remember what I bought now. It's more than a coat. Heavy coat, maybe. So, okay, we've hit him. And he is dead, and we had no gold on him, but I got some experience. But he had, none? I also got 3 defense points and 2 strength points. Now, remember, it says you have to have so many of those points to get armor, and that's part of that newer feature that was added late in this game's development life after Seth Able sold it. So we don't want to say anything to the press. It'll do something for us, and that adds something to... If we go back to the main menu and look at the daily news, we'll see that one dude laughs, or it'll say some various quote. As you can see, it tracks some of the things that have happened to us today. So that's how you slaughter, and it's good to do that as much as you can. See, now I've jumped up a little more. In fact, I may be able not to quit game. Let's question mark menu, Turgeon's warrior training. Still not enough to beat him, but for the purpose of what I'm showing in this video, we don't need to beat him right now. But I have so many fights configured that usually you can go a couple levels a day, especially in these early levels. Hey, attack strength was raised. Cool. This is good. I'm glad you guys get to see this. Creepy event in a forest. Your quest is interrupted by a strange wailing noise. Closer inspection reveals the eerie howl seems to be coming from a nearby cave. There are some misspellings here. That's not how you spell eerie, but this is a game developed for fun by a young guy, and he made a little bit of money doing it, so that's cool. More. Hit enter. Wait a sec. It's just your old pal, Olivia, the bodiless woman. Olivia greets you with a head hug. This is a beheaded woman, and her head is still alive. Usually she'll tell you the story. There's 2 things you can do here. If you ask for a kiss, I think you leave in high spirits if you're in low spirits. And then she tries to talk to you, and you're like, gotta go, see you later. Or you can get inside her head. There's some more that you can do, but we're not there yet. Okay. What's on your mind, you inquire? A Freudian slip. Olivia nudges herself to a better speaking position. I was just thinking about my past. I grew up in a great palace. I was pampered and treated like a queen. In fact, I would have been queen too, if not for the evil Duke of Gannon Keep, was it? Something like that. And then, you remember where you saw Gannon Keep in this video a bit ago? In the castle special event where you're supposed to go rescue a princess, this is your clue. The next time that pops up, you want to select Gannon Keep. I'm ashamed of how many years it took me to figure this out. I'd probably been playing the game off and on for 10 years before I understood that connection. Okay, hit more. Getting bored here. Gotta go. See ya. You break in rudely. You travel back to the forest entrance. All right. We have no hit points to heal. Return. I have no gold. Vent in the forest. You come across an old man. He seems confused and asks if you would direct him to the inn. You know that if you do, you'll lose time for one fight today. You take the old man? Yes. We get a little charm. We need that early on. Okay. So I just keep playing along, basically. As you see, you get more gold at this point and more experience. So you begin to grow more and more. So let's see. There are some other features we've not gotten to, but that's enough to get you started, and you just basically keep trying to progress through and discover things in the game as you go. It's a fairly complex game. It's really neat. Let's look at other places. Seth Able Robinson, when he wrote this, at one point he added a feature he called IGMs, or in-game modules. So he developed one as an example, and it's the Travel to Barack's house, which I actually showed in a previous 3OTD video. A lot of these are very old code. They have not been updated in years. All of mine are unregistered that required registration because they've been gone for years. They're still floating around in BBS file lists and things like that, but you can't really register them anymore, which is unfortunate. And they all do different things. Let's go to the Lord Cavern. I've not done that in years. So you hit 5, and this actually launches another executable that loads in and takes over the fossil modem connection, which Synchronet translates for Telnet and SSH nowadays. So, but originally this was all dial-up stuff over telephone modem on the old POT systems. So now we're in the Lord Cavern. All right. So this one I actually found an updated version by this Donald Tidmore. I actually ran a 1990s version prior to finding this, but this is a newer one. So we can continue inside or return to town. And basically this just expands Lord. It can add things to it. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of stylistic difference, but it still does some random things. So hey, we got a defense point. Cool. Let's search down the tunnel again. You come upon a river. The river continues into a small hole. You see something shiny at the bottom of the river. Do you want to reach in for the shiny object? Yeah. Ooh, I became prettier. Hooray. Anyway, that goes on and on. You can view your stats too, and it shows the Lord stats as loaded from the file structure for your character. I want to write an IGM. I've not done it. I've written a modified Barack's house that at least loads differently and the setup works, but I've never finished it out into my own creation. I will eventually. It's the kind of thing that I like to do. Lord led me into programming because I actually wrote a knockoff game that was not a BBS store. It was just a DOS game that did some things, but we'll show that off on the channel someday. But to be honest, y'all, that's pretty much how you play Lord. At this point, being a new player, you can either quit to the fields, which I'll show you what that is. You do that, and it just takes you back to the bulletin board system, or you could select another game. We're going to go back in, though. Okay. We're going to enter the realm of the dragon. I've already been on today, it tells me. Daily news. What you can normally do is you play the forest all the way till you get to the end of the fights. Then it says you're too tired, come back tomorrow, and you quit. That's normally what you do. So we're going to go to the inn, though. We're going to get a room if we can afford it. Need 800 gold. We're going to have to go out to the bank. Yield bank, withdraw 800. And get a room. That keeps us off that slaughter other warriors list. You have to break into the inn to slaughter anyone in there. That's the short of it, guys. If you want to log on and play a game with me, I get on every day. This is available to absolutely anyone. This literally runs on a server at my house and has for over a decade, since 2008. Again, if you want to log on to this board, you'll want to Telnet or SSH over to bwrbbs.ddns.net. Using sync term, as seen in the video, is probably the best method, but there is a link that I'll put below and right here on screen that is for the Telnet BBS guide, and there is an entry for my BBS, the Backwood Realm BBS, there that you can just log on with your web browser and give that a try. So jump in there, play some games with us. It'd be fun to have a great big Lord game going again. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. We do content every Friday about all sorts of different things. And then every Tuesday we do video on amateur radio, also known as ham radio. So if that's something that might pique your interest, be sure to jump over there. Always lots of cool stuff going on here amongst Justin, Nathan, and I, the three old tech dudes. Till next time, I'm Timmy. This is Three Old Tech Dudes. Thanks for hanging out with us here on 3 Old Tech Dudes. Please subscribe to us here on YouTube for more tech old and new, tinkering at the workbench, repairs, ham radio, electronics, computers, and more. Please like this video and share 3OTD with your friends to help us grow the channel. We tweet at 3 Old Tech Dudes 1 on Twitter, and you can keep up with us on Facebook. Just search for 3OTD and look for our logo. Thanks so much for watching.